Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll continue explaining the distance between 2 points, Unit 5, Lesson 1, Part number 2. Mrs. Manal Salahuddin with you. Let's start. What we have studied before in Part 1. We studied before that we have a new rule to find the distance between any 2 points. If I have 2 points A and B, I can find the distance between them by using d equals square root of x2 minus x1 as all to the power 2 plus y2 minus y1 as all to the power 2. Now, I'll use the distance rule to solve some problems. Example number 1. Show which of the following sets of points are collinear or not. The first set, A, 6 and negative 3, B, negative 4 and 2, C, 10 and negative 5. At the beginning, what the meaning of collinear? Collinear means A, B, and C are on the same straight line. Again, A, B, and C lie on the same straight line. Okay? To prove that 3 points are collinear, prove that the greatest distance equals the sum of the other distance. Again, the greatest distance and the sum of other distance. That means I need to find the distance between each 2 points. Okay? Now, I will write the rule of the distance. Then I will find AB, BC, and AC. AB equals 5 root 5 length units. BC equals 7 root 5 length units. AC equals 2 root 5 length units. Then I will compare between the greatest distance and the sum of other distance. Who can tell me which one is the greatest distance? 5 root 5, 7 root 5, or 2 root 5? Of course, here the all values have root 5. Then I will compare according to the whole number. 5, 7, and 2. That means 7 root 5 is the greatest distance. Okay? Or you can convert any rational number into decimal form to determine which one is greatest. Now, I will compare between the longest one and the sum of other sides. 7 root 5 equals 5 root 5 plus 2 root 5. That means BC equals AB plus AC. Then, if I find the longest side equals the sum of the other sides, that means the 3 points are collinear. The second set, A, negative 1 and negative 1, B, 2 and 3, C, 6 and 0. By the same method, I will find the distance between each 2 points. Okay, write the rule, then find AB. AB equals 5 length units, BC equals 5 length units, and AC equals 5 root 2 length units. Now, convert 5 root 2 into decimal form to compare between 5 root 2 and 5. Of course, 5 root 2 is the greatest distance. So, I will compare between 5 root 2 and the sum of the other sides. Of course, 5 root 2 is not equal to 5 plus 5. Again, 5 root 2 doesn't equal to 5 plus 5. That means AC doesn't equal to AB plus BC. Then A, B, and C are not collinear. Example number 2. Now, I will use the distance rule to show the type of the triangle ABC according to its angles, where A -1 and 4, B 1 and 1, C -1 and -3. Okay, now to determine the type of the triangle according to the angles, where AC is the longest side, then I will compare between the longest side square, and the sum of the other sides. If the longest side square greater than the sum of the smaller side square, then this triangle is obtuse angle triangle. But if the longest side square equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the triangle is right angle triangle. And of course, if the longest side square is smaller than the sum of the squares of the other sides, then the triangle is acute angle triangle. Let's see. Now, firstly, I will find the length of each side, as usual. Now, I will write the rule. Then I will find the length of AB. AB equals root 13 length units. BC equals square root of 13 length units. And AC is 6 length units. Now, I will compare between the longest side square, and the sum of the other sides. I said before, to determine which one of greatest, convert any irrational number into decimal form. Okay? Now, 6 square greater than square root 13 square plus square root 13 square. Then this triangle ABC, is an obtuse angled triangle. And as we can see, if you ask me to find the type according to sides, of course, this triangle is isosceles triangle. Now, example number 3. Prove that the points A, B, and C are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Now, I want to determine the type of the triangle according to its side length. Okay? Now, to determine the type of the triangle according to its sides, of course, I will compare between the three sides lengths. Okay? If AB equals BC equals AC, that means the three sides are equal, then the figure is equilateral triangle. But if AB equals BC and doesn't equal to AC, that means the figure is isosceles triangle. And if the three sides are different, then the figure is scalene triangle. Let's see. Now I want to find the length of each side length. Write the rule, then find the length of AB, BC, and AC. AB equals root 40 length units. BC equals root 40 length units. AC equals 32 length units. Of course, this triangle is, who can tell me? Yes, isosceles triangle, because it has two sides are equal and one of them, the third one, is different. Okay, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Example number 4. This is the last problem in our lesson today. ABCD is quadrilateral. What's the meaning of quadrilateral? Yes, quadrilaterals mean figure consists of 4 sides. Okay, where A 3 and -2, B -5 and 0, C 0 and -7, and D 8 and -9. Prove that ABCD is parallelogram. Okay, this is the figure of the problem. Now, to prove the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, we must find or use the properties of the parallelogram. Who can tell me what is the property of the parallelogram? We have studied this before. Yes, the first property, each two opposite sides are equal in length. Right, that means I want to find each side length of the 4 sides, then I will compare between them. If each two opposite sides are equal, then this figure is parallelogram. Let's see. Find the length of each of them, each side. AB equals root 68 length unit. BC equals root 74 length units. And CD equals root 68 length units. Okay. And AD equals 74 length units. As we can see, here I have each two opposite sides are equal in length. AB equals CD and BC equals to AD. Now, since AB equals CD equals square root of 68 and BC equals AD equals square root 74, that means each two opposite sides are equal in length, then ABCD is parallelogram. Okay, let's summarize what we studied in our session today. In our session today, we studied how to use the distance rule to prove 3 points collinear or not, okay, by using the longest side and the sum of the other two sides. Compare between the greatest distance and the sum of the other distance. If the greatest distance equals the sum of the other distance, then the 3 points are collinear. Okay? And also, we use the distance to prove that, or to determine the type of the triangle according to angles and sides. And also, how to prove any quadrilateral is parallelogram or not. Okay? By using the distance rule and the properties of parallelogram. Okay? Now, don't forget to solve the homework. Thank you for watching. See you later in a new lesson of geometry. Thank you and goodbye.